This is our second conclave. We had our first conclave last year, where we had about 450 attendees and 23 speakers. And this year, I think we're going to surpass that, Archana. Maybe we'll have 500. And number of speakers are about 21. So it's good to have such large numbers, and it's good to have the room filled with entrepreneurs, because I love entrepreneurs, because they add a lot of value to not only to themselves and to the shareholders, but to all the stakeholders. They create a lot of wealth. They create wealth for themselves. But in addition to that, they create wealth for the society. They create wealth for their own employees, their associates who are working with them. And the reason I decided to invest in helping entrepreneurs scale up and learn from each other was this precise reason, that I strongly believe that entrepreneurs will play a very, very important role in creating a new India, in creating an India which is going to be fast, much more aggressive in terms of growth. And I'm counting on all of you to make that happen. In ASCENT, we have about 330 active members in Bombay. And our desire is to go to a number of 1,000 entrepreneurs. So if any of you have any friends, or you know anybody else who's interested in learning, it's a platform where you don't have to pay anything. You just have to apply. You have to meet certain criteria in terms of turnover, and you'll be called for an interview. And if you're meeting all the criteria, you'll be chosen. There are so many active ASCENTers here, so if any of you want to talk to them in terms of the benefits they've derived as a part of the ASCENT membership, please do so during one of the breaks. If any of your friends want to join ASCENT, I would say that they should go to www.ascentfoundation.in. That's our website, and apply for membership. I believe entrepreneurs have to reinvent themselves every few years, because in my experience of growth as an entrepreneur, when you are starting a new business, you have to do a lot of things on their own, because the size is small, you don't have that much capital, and you're virtually doing each and every job in the organization. But as you grow and as the business succeeds, then you start recruiting people. And that's where your role changes from doing things to getting things done. And that's a completely different ballgame. Then you have to recruit good talent, you have to delegate, you have to ensure that they work in a proper team spirit, that there are processes. So that shift from doing things to getting things done is a big, big shift. And I find that many entrepreneurs are not able to make that shift, because they don't trust some of their employees, or they're not able to recruit good quality talent. But at some stage, they have to recruit talent and make that happen, because if you want to do everything on your own, you will just not have the time to grow. And you have to have ample time to identify your opportunities and grow. So every few years, I ask myself, how can I reinvent myself? And as you grow from medium-sized to a large-size organization, again, your role changes from doing things to getting things done to influencing others. The job of a CEO of a large organization is to influence others, and not just to do things or getting things done. And that happens through speeches, through writing, through interactions. So I think these transitions play a very important role in our entrepreneur's journey. And I realize that if I can offer that kind of a support to entrepreneurs in terms of whatever issues they are facing, in terms of their leadership style, in terms of delegation, in terms of attraction, retention, and talent, in terms of helping them raise funds, or in terms of issues about relationships at the ownership level or at the promoter level, I think the entrepreneur should be able to scale up and grow much faster. So I think I want to just end my talk by thanking the ASCENT team. They have really put in a lot of hard work, and please give them a big, big hand. I also want to thank a governing council, which has played a very important role in conceptualizing these events and suggesting speakers. So big hand to the governing council. And finally, I want to thank all the speakers in advance. Of course, we'll thank them once they've spoken, but in advance, I want to thank them for being here. Some of the speakers have come from outstation, so thanks a lot for taking the trouble of coming from outside Bombay to here. So let me end by just leave you with a video showcasing Accent. And after this, we'll have Sajan speaking to us. Thank you.